about number and number methods. So you have some of the methods related to number. Like remember, number is different from math. You have math. First I'll tell you what methods are. Function and methods are one and the same. Function look, anything that has to be happening, right? You will be writing this code here, and inside this you will be writing the logic. So when you call this function, you will be calling like this, ABC, like this you will be calling the function. This is also we call it as method. If you remember in the previous examples, variable dot splice, this is a method, then variable dot, then what you had, substring you had, these are all nothing but methods. Remember, these are all functions. For this, logic is inbuilt. What the value will pass. Yesterday I told you like AB I will pass here. Inside this I will do A plus B. So whatever the value you are going to pass, it will work inside of it to be added, because I will be writing that logic. So here when you will be calling this method, right, same goes for, but these are inbuilt methods. So functions or methods are not that different, okay? Keep in mind, those are not different things. Like it is not almost same, but it is not different. Keep that in mind. You have to attach with variable to call this, but this is a function what you are writing. You don't need to attach anything directly. You can call, because you have customized the logic there. But these are inbuilt methods. You cannot customize. You just have to call them and make use of it. Understood? So for numbers, you have some of the certain methods. So I'll take one number first, where a is equal to 10. I will check in the console that variable a. It might seems like a easy thing, but if you practice, you will get confusion. Keep on practicing, you will get the idea. I will check a, which should be 10. So you have this number 10. Now if I give double quotes, what it will be? It will become a string, right? For now it's a data type of number. What I'll do, I will add some decimal value, 852. So now if you check there, you are checking a, it will give the exact value what you have assigned along with its fractional part. You are able to see this, right? First what I will do, I will do exponential, like some inbuilt methods of numbers dot to exponential. This is an inbuilt method. Look, it will still be the same. Now I have three fractional part, 852, 852. Suppose if I have to have only two exponential form, inside that I'll be giving a parameter as 2. Now it will be only 85. I'll go for 2. See the answer what you can get. You got only 2. When I did 2, it got only 2, right? Only 2 values you got. 8, 5, 2, 3 numbers. Now you can say 0, 9. So have you ever heard of rounding off a number? Round off. How it will round off? Can anyone tell me? Next number. Before less than 5 means previous number. So 0.85. 8 is already more than half. It has not showed 11 there. right? It is showing 1 point. The decimal point only it has been rounded off, right? 852, 85, more than 5, next number 09, it got to 09. This is exponential. Only the fractional part will round off. Now suppose you need to round off the number for 11, which is 85. This is more than half, right? For that we need 2 fixed. Look here, some inbuilt methods JavaScript only will help you. Control space, it will give you there. Yes, I need to use this 2 fixed. Now if you check, well, I will remove this 2. I don't need 2 fractional part. I'll just write 2 fixed and I'll check. Look, 11. I have just used 2 fixed. And now if I need only 2 values here. After dot, it will get only 2 values there. Even though it is 852, 2 is not able to show there. If you need the 2 to be displayed, you have to write 3. 2 fixed 3. Now you will get the whole numbers. Like fractional part, how much you need to show. Fractional part won't be rounded off. The initial number will be rounded off. 2 fixed. Exponential, only fractional part. Now you have, look, when I have given 3, it is showing 3. If you don't give anything, it will round off. Remember, you have one more method to round off, math.round. So remember, number is different from math. Number is like a value. Math is what you do with values. Remember that, okay? You still have math methods. I'll get there. Next, you have 2 precision. I have given 3. Here it is showing 3 values after dot, right? Including from the initial number to fractional part, you have to show 3. Then you have to write 2 precision. 2 precision. If you don't know spelling, write first 3 words, control space, VS Code will provide you the method. Now if you go, you will get 10, 8, 5. Including these 3, it will be a number. Let me show you. Look here, you already have 3 numbers here. Like 1, 2, 3. I'll just do it to 2. 2 precision 2. From the exact number, it will count. 2 fixed, fractional part, it will count. 2 precision, initial number, it will count. I asked for 2. Look, you have 2 values. Not only it rounded off, it is showing only 2 values. If I have to ask for 3, dot first it will show. I'll go for 3. It will show 108. 3 numbers initially starting from start. Look, 1, 2, 3. It will count the decimal part before number. You have to remember this and make a note how it is different. And remember one thing, it's like you might not use every often this, whether in work or while practicing or interview questions. It's not like that you will be expecting a question from here. But if you know a difference between them, it will be easy for you to understand many more topics. That's it, okay? Like initially you won't be using this as much as, like while you are learning, you'll know the difference. In work you won't be using this, but still you have to know what it does. You never know whether he might ask a question like they might have excluded this. He might come up with a question. And now I will tell you the 3 methods which are most important one. These three you have to know, that's it. But in your work, what you will be using, those 3 methods, I will tell you now. What I'll do, I'll just erase off everything. I will initialize a variable, declare and initialize a variable where a is equal to 10. I will check the type of. What I'll do, I will check the type of here, type of A. Type of is also a method which returns the data type. So I will go here, and if you see, will be the type of? What will be the type of that? Number. It is showing number. Now what I will do, I will convert it to, I will initialize it to string. First I am doing it for string. Now obviously it will show string. Now you have a value which you have to manipulate. That value you are getting it as a string. But if you want to manipulate it, you have to convert it to a number. How you can convert? You can convert it to using number method. This is also an inbuilt method, number. This is an inbuilt method. And if you want to convert this a string, pass that variable here and assign it to a variable where d is equal to, which is number a. Now I will check the variable d type of. So obviously it has converted. Control V. So this is how you convert a string data type. Like 10 is a number, you know that, but JavaScript will know anything that is inside a double quote, I will treat it as a string. Okay, so to convert that, you have this number method. Only a number you can convert. So here what I'll do, I will check the type of d, and also I will check the value. Console.log a, and I will do console.log.d. So in console it should show me the value along with the data type of that value. So I am using two consoles. In JavaScript, whatever you have doubt, right, you can solve it with using console. It will show in the console what JavaScript is accepting it as. Look, now first value is 10, which is string. Second, I have converted, which is the value. I have erased it. I have to refresh it again. Where? So first 10 is a string. Look, the color is black. Now I have taken that a and passed it to number method. Now it is blue in color and the data type is number. Right? And one more thing you have, just hold on for a second. Sorry for that interruption. So let's move on. As I was saying, you had this number, so you have converted. You know 10 is a number, but it was a string. Now I will add a name. Anything inside a double quotes will be a string, right? I will add name. So can anyone guess what will be the answer? Can that thing Vikas can be converted into a number? It can only change its data type. It cannot change its value. 10 is a value. 10 is a value, it's a number, but it was inside double quotes. We have changed, but inside double quotes we can have anything to be make sure that is a string, right? Now the word Vikas will be converted to a number, but that number will be a data type of nan. Look here, nan, because 10 was a number which was a string. When you converted to number became a number which was string, it was removed. But Vikas, even if you remove the strings, it is not a number. So it is showing NaN. NaN means not a number. Not a number. So if they ask what is nan, nan means not a number. When you can expect it, if you have to convert a string with a name or anything other than a number, if you convert it to a number, that value will be nan. Not only this, if you divide a number 10 with the word Vikas, it will show the answer nan. Anything you divide by 10, like apple is not a number to divide it by 10, right? So it will show nan. Remember, nan means not a number. Okay. So only if there is number, it will help. Number method only help if the string is a number. Got it? And now, sometimes in a string, what happens? Even anything that is inside a double quotes, it is a string, right? Suppose I have a sentence. Look here, I will write 10 of the people went to ground. Now I told you, like, if it is a sentence, it becomes a nan. Like, only if there are alphabets, it becomes nan. But you have 10. 10 is also there only, right? Now, can you guess the answer? I'm not asking like you don't know this, but guess the answer.
Nan.
Nan. It will be nan only.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, everyone was right. So here, but there is a number, right? Even though if it is a nan, which is not a number, but there is a number, right? If you want to extract it, instead of number method, you have to use parse int. Look here, parse int method. Parse int, P-A-R-C-E, parse int. Now if you use, it will show 10. From that whole sentence, it will take only 10. Look. And did you observe, even though it became nan, data type was number, right? So anything that you put inside a number method, the data type is first converted into number. If it is not a number, it will show nan, but the data type is converted first. Remember that. Now you got 10. And this works only if the number is at the beginning. If you remove this 10 and put it in between, and if you save it, and if you go there, still refreshing, wait to see that. Any guesses? It will work only at the start. If the number is at the start of a string, start of a sentence. Got it? And here I'll just come back to number. Parse int means it will take the number, right? Now what I'll do, I'll write 10.83. Any guesses what will be the answer? Huh?
10.8.
10.8.
So obviously it will show 10 only. I'll refresh and show you, it will show 10 only. Not like that. So it will take the number. If you want the exact number, you have to use parse float. Parse float. Now you will get the exact number, which is 10.83. Well, parse float. I think I have made spelling mistake. Let me go and take the exact one. Yeah, should be caps. Parse float. So if you see now, 10.83 has been taken. So this is the difference between number, parse int, parse float. Got it? There was only numbers. There was only numbers. Here from a string you are converting. Remember that. Now assign this value to a variable. Then for this number you use 2 exponential, 2 precision, 2 fixed, anything you use. First you have to take it. You have to convert it. Then you can use the values here. Got the difference now? Before examples I didn't use any sentence. I took numbers directly. So for numbers, those method will work. Suppose if you have a string and in the string you come across a number, convert that number, then use 2 precision, 2 fixed, 2 exponential. Got it? Understood everyone? What she asked you understood, right? Like whole number, all these things. If you want to do it to a whole number, go for 2 fixed. Assign this variable. Like you have converted it right now. Look here. You have converted now D as that value, right? Now you you assign a different variable where C D dot 2 fixed. Use 2 fixed. Now you check what C will do. Got 11? Can you see everyone? There 11. First convert that string number to number, then use number methods. Okay. So these 3 methods you will come across in your work. number method, pass int, pass float. You have to know this. When it comes to string, slice, substring, substring. This replace method all you won't be using much of it, but you have to know what it does. Next we shall see after number methods what else we have to look into. So next time when you practice this thing, when you see 404 error, you just go till tutorial and just refresh the page, it will come back. Anyone face the issue? Means no one is looking at it, that's why. Honestly tell me, how many of you are practicing from this thing? No one. You are not using this.
Refresh again.
Like refresh means you have to go back to tutorial, then you have to refresh.
So you can't access these things.
Hmm?
They are not accessing these things.
Why?
How to what's the
You have to know this URL, bitstreamio.com/tutorial.
No, sir. It always says for
Huh? Type it now. Just listen to me, make lowercase. If caps lock is on, just remove it. www.bitstreamio.com/tcaps UTORIAL. Yeah, you click onto that. How many of you getting 404? Then how come it came now?
Actually, I tried, but
I
somehow
tried, but it's not coming.
How it came now? So whenever you see a 404 error, you do like this, okay? Or else, everyone, you click on CSS course. You click onto that CSS course. Have you clicked? Go for introduction. You go for second. Below introduction, you might see anything. You click onto that. Now look at the URL. After tutorial /CSS/CSS something it came, right? After few minutes or like few hours, then it will show 404 error. Then remove everything till tutorial. Till that L you remove everything. Then you refresh. Then it will come. Then why did you guys didn't ask me all these days?
I think it is restricted only for you.
Everyone has paid the fees, right? Then even you have access to that. It's not a secret only to work with me. Even you have to learn from this only. There are some mistakes in that. If you are practicing good enough, you might show me those mistakes. In some of the examples, there are mistakes there, which we did it intentionally, so that while you are practicing, you will come with the doubt like, sir, it is not working for me. And I was wondering, like, you guys have been practicing these things. Till so far, no one have ever used this. No one.
Only videos. Whenever we use the videos.
You have to ask. There's nothing wrong in asking, whatever it might be. You have to ask. So after number methods, you have arrays. And arrays is one of the most important thing in your life as a developer. Whatever you might use, not use. Array is one thing you will be using every now and then. Is one of the in React. Suppose if you are working, what is the idea you have? Suppose if you are working in IT and as a developer, not like you have to speak with phone. If you are doing with system and if you are doing with code, what is the first idea that pop out in your head? What you will be doing? Coding. With that coding, what you will do? I'm asking generally. It's not like a call center. Like you have to take the phone 24/7. You have to speak, not like that. You're using a system. You know that you are getting into an IT. What work you will be doing there? I know coding. With that coding, what you will be doing? A general idea. What you will be doing? Forget about HTML and CSS. Forget about you are making applications and all these things. What you will be doing? What you think you will be doing? Other than creating web pages, what else you can do there? It's a general question.
Using output.
Huh?
Output. Using.
You have to work with something, right, to get output. What work you will do there? It's a very simple question. If you want to ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ ಒಂದು ಈಗ ಐ ಟಿ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಟಾಕ್ ವಿತ್ ಫೋನ್. ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ? ಜನರಲ್ ಏನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲಿ?
ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು?
It's a very simple question, guys. It has only 4 letters.
Type.
Huh? Not type. A simple one. Google ಏನು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರೇನಿದೆ
Data.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ವಿತ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರಬೇಕು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ತಾನೇ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ HR ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಡೇಟಾ ತಾನೇ. ಸೊ ಆ ಡೇಟಾನ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅರೇಸಲ್ಲೇ. ವೆದರ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸೆಂಡ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅರೇಸ್. ವೆದರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಅರೇಸ್. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಐತಲ್ವಾ ಅದು. ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾನ್ ಐ ಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತಲೇ ಕರೆಯೋದು. ಸೊ ದೋಸ್ ಡೇಟಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅರೇಸ್. ಲೈಕ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅರೇಸ್. ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಅರೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಅರೇ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ where name of the array as like variable only, name of the array. So I'll be giving classroom. So classroom is an array. So what you can find in classroom?
Benches, students.
Hmm?
Benches. Classroom.
Your answer first should be students, right?
Students.
Why you went for benches? Classroom is equal to square brackets. This is the syntax of array. It came flower basis, that is for objects. Square brackets. So this is an array. So in an array you can find students. I'll be adding double quotes because it will throw me error. Students. Then you have teachers. Then you have, like Ashwin said, benches and chairs. Benches. So like before, when I used to initialize a variable, name is equal to Sarvana, or else I can use sentence there, right? For age, without double quotes I have to use. If I use double quotes, that becomes a string. So each variable, each value, right? In an array I can use multiple values. Now I can use age. So students' age will be around 20, teachers' age will be around 30, and the cost of the benches will be around 10k. And whether classroom is good or not, I'll give true. So array is a variable which contains multiple values. What is an array? It is containing multiple values, right? It has. And I will give you the clarity about objects. So if I have to say, I will give this array empty. Okay, I'm telling the difference between objects and arrays. I will give you one example. You have to explain me how it is different based on the words what I am saying. Arrays means garage. Okay, object means one vehicle. Can you explain me about that? I have given you the example. Arrays means garage, or else arrays means garden. Object means flower. What basically you have the idea? Tell me that.
Object means select only one thing.
Okay, almost there, but not exactly.
Specify the only one.
Hmm?
Specify
Which one?
Is flower in the example.
For which you are referring? Arrays or objects?
Arrays means
Wait, I will ask each one. Everyone. Preeti, yeah, tell me. Arrays means garden. Object means flower. What idea will pop out of your head?
Garden means it comes all.
Okay.
All of the flowers, anything or all. It comes in all.
Yes. What about Palaka? If you think you have the same answer what Preeti said, you can say same answer.
Arrangements is it comes with different types of technically say it comes with a different data types.
Asma?
Arrays have multiple options and
Object means if you specify anything.
Arrays?
It's a collection of all data.
Object means contains only one. Array means it takes multiple.
What Preeti told was exactly right. Look, I will take one object. First I start with objects. This is the major difference between object and arrays. You have to know this. It's one of the mandatory question. Where Preeti is equal to, I'll just go for with last name. I tell last name Preeti. What's your qualification? Which one you did? Favorite color? You have a DL. DL. You don't know what DL means. One, two, three, four, five. Well, always remember name of the functions, name of the variables, objects, arrays, everything should be lowercase. Yeah, what's the last name, Pallavi? Huh?
Roni Hard.
Har, L or R?
HAL.
B only.
Yes.
Color?
Lavender.
DL?
Yes.
False. Yes. What's the color?
black.
True or false?
False.
Ashwin, what's the last one?
KS.
B. BCA.
BCA.
KIS.
KS.
Color?
Orange.
True, right, dear?
Yes.
B. Color? True, right? So look here, this is object, means for each value there are some specifications which are different, 5 different colors. Like it's not that everyone has DL, 5 different last names. This is like for a single entity it has more specifications there. These are objects. Arrays means I'll put all the 5 inside an array where students. So who are all the students? Those are nothing but you. Preeti, Pallavi, Smart. Once if you use a variable, VS Code will provide, okay? Rohit. So this is the difference between arrays and object. So if you have heard what Preeti said, that is what the difference between arrays and objects. Arrays doesn't care for what its data type is. It will contain multiple value. Those values can be string, number, boolean, objects, anything. It will store them. It's like a container. Okay. Objects means for each value there are specifications. So those specifications are called properties. What value are going to assign, those are called property values. Property values, not attributes. Got it? Property values. So that is what in garage you have many vehicles. You have Jeep, you have two-wheeler, you have eight-wheelers, all those things. But for eight-wheeler it has its own specifics, right? But when you hear the word garage, every vehicle will be there. But if you have to consider a single vehicle, it has its own specifications, right? That is the difference between objects and arrays. And you know one more thing, once you learn more, right, more about objects and JavaScripts, you can use in between. Look now, here inside the object I can define what arrays. If you use square brackets, that means it is an array. So what are all the hobbies, Pallavi? Then one more. Huh? Look, I can add the same arrays. Like if you do this, it will be wrong. Like this is not an inbuilt word. This is something that you are typing. That means it has to be string. That is why I need to add double quotes. But down below for the array, I have not used the double quotes. These are all object variables. Got it? And as the same here, you can use an object. Inside the array, you can use object. So I will add new one. Sorry. I can add n number of properties there. Because each 27. Look again here, two different data types. So this is what we call nested. Inside an object we have arrays, and inside the arrays we have objects. So if you have the clarity of how object works, how arrays work first, then you can know how it can be nested. So first have the clarity over how object works, how arrays work. And you need loops to loop them. Any idea what loop means? But Preeti, what loops are? Continuous.
One next to one.
How many of you watch Marvel?
Yeah.
No one watches. You know who Doctor Strange is?
Yeah.
All the four of you don't know who he is.
Doctor Strange.
You really don't know who Doctor Strange is. If you watch that movie, right, you will get the idea what exactly loop is. Nodidra movie na? Like you know that he will do a loop for Dormammu.
Yeah.
Like every second he will come back.
Yeah.
He will kill, he will come back, he will kill, he will come back. That is not fiction, that is loop. Like if you set something to be happening repetitive times, and you can set the condition when it has to stop, those are called loops. As like while and do while, right? It is the same. You have for loop, for each loop, all these loops. Look, why I recommended you guys at the beginning itself to watch some series means you will have the idea of the exact words what it means. Loops means it keeps on repeating. If you have to stop, you have to set the condition when it has to stop. So here we can set the condition for each object. How many properties I have? 4, right? I can stop the loop till 4. So it will display me all. So I will be asking repeat the properties, stop till 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, it stops at 4. So all the 4 properties will print in the HTML web page. So that is about loops. I will be explaining. But to iterate, have you heard the word iterate? It is same as loop only. You have to display that. Now you have the properties of Asma. Now you have to display in the web page. So when I click on the photo of Asma, I should get her last name, age, hobbies and everything. I have the data in JavaScript. I have to display that, I have to look there, then I have to use document.getElement by ID. So as I am telling you, first have the clarity over how objects work, how arrays work. And in arrays, you have like almost 10 to 15 methods you have in arrays. It's not that you have to remember. You might think like, so 15 methods, for string you have 3, for number you have 3, then this 15, 21. I will tell you one thing. If you practice everything right, you will remember all those things. Even the one topic, if you leave out, you won't remember anything. You will have the confusion with what you have left out. If you practice everything, you will know what to do. So just now, sorry for having this nested, I'm just giving you the idea. Like if you learn it, like already I know, I can see in your faces like it's like too bulky to understand. But yesterday when I was talking about objects, you got the idea how object works, right? Today I'll be doing arrays, get to know how arrays work. Then we shall see how it will do. So we shall see the theoretical part for the arrays. Oh, directly she has went to array methods. So array means you can have multiple values. So if I have to write var name, because var age, so I have used 2 variables there, right? And one more thing, if you want your JavaScript to work fast, you have to lessen the code. You can achieve the same output what you want to achieve if you know the basics. Now if I have to display 4 values, like you have learned so far about variables, you will be using 4 variables, right? That is very wrong. So you might heard about like objects, 4 properties, only 1 variable, right? It will reduce the code, right? Like declaring var, name and all those things, if you have to declare var only once. So like that you have to use your skills. So arrays means having multiple values. Look here, you have the example syntax. Var, it can be var let const anything, array name, then item 1, item 2, and it can go on. And one more thing I will show in the console. Now to check a variable in the console, what I should be doing? I will be taking students. I will show you how it will display in the console. Whatever you see in console, right, that is the same thing how you are going to see in web page. The only thing what I am not telling is how to display it in web page. That's it, okay? That I will be doing at the last. First you have to learn in the console everything. Now I am checking students. If var name is equal to Sarvana, here when I do name, it was showing Sarvana, right? When I will be doing this for array, it will show all the values which are present there. Look here, I will be having all the values there. Well, I have saved it. Let me refresh the page. Look, I have 6 values there. Square brackets, can you see? And inside the square brackets, Asma, Rohit, Yashwant are nothing but objects. If I open this, you can see all the objects. And arrays start from 0. Arrays start from 0. So we have Pallavi at the first, Preeti at first, and second we have Pallavi, and then we have Asma. It's not like that you can interchange them, like how you have said, it will show them. Got it? It will start from 0. Now this is how data will come. Like if you in your company, you are working for a company, that company has 100 employees, and those 100 employees you have to need to work on them. This is how it will come. And now if you have to access Ronihal, which is Pallavi, what is the index of Pallavi? So what I'll do in students, I'll be using square brackets, which was property access, what I explained yesterday. 0, 1. If I do 1, now I can get only the value of Ronihal. Did you see? I got Pallavi's data here. So you have to use index. Got it? Now, can anyone tell me what's the difference between objects and arrays in accessing values?
Array can access specific value.
Objects?
We can't do
We can. Who said we can't? We can. Now suppose
yeah.
I need a Ronihal name. I need only to display Ronihal name. So you have the answer right in front of your eyes. It's right in front of your eyes how it is different.
You specified only last name.
Whatever I specify, I am able to get that. So if I have to know what's your favorite color, oh, here it will show lavender. Difference between arrays and objects accessing values right in front of your eyes.
Here we are using indexes. Index arrays.
Look, now you got the lavender. So tell me the difference here.
In object we don't use index arrays.
You can access specific
Specific tags or
Pallavi is almost there with the answer. It is right in front of you. Understand my question? Difference between object and arrays accessing values.
by using index access array.
You are also almost there. So what is
Index array
index value with?
attributes.
Where are attributes here? Well, they both are almost there with the answer, but it's not exact answer. They are almost there. They are even using the words exactly, but you are not completing the answer. Yeah, I'll give you 2 minutes time. Go ahead and look at it and tell me the exact answer. How it is different. It's right in front of you. Again, I'm asking you a question. How objects are different from arrays in accessing the values? Okay, even if I give you half day, you guys will be still thinking, even you won't say don't know. Look here, I got the word here lavender, right? So where is the word lavender here? It's in the object Pallavi, right? So where is this Pallavi? First inside the array, right? So in students, first I have to access Pallavi. Look here, students 1. I have access Pallavi. So what is students? It is an array, right? So in array, to access, we will use number index. I have used 1, right? If I want Preeti, I will be using 0 there. If I want Rohit, I have to use 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 there, right? For arrays, to access value, we have to use number index. Now I have accessed Pallavi. Now from Pallavi, I need to access color. Where is that color in? Object. How I got that color? I have used number there. I have used name. So array access naming index, object number index. Objects can be accessed with naming index. Look here. For array, I have number. Then I have used the dot. Then I have used the property name. So for object, naming index. For array, number index. Now you have one more to check the length. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Array starts from. If you want to check the length, just you have to write students dot length. Suppose if you have 100 or thousands which you cannot sit and count, you can just access length. Students dot length. It will show how many values are there. But if I have to access the last element, what index should I give? 6.
Last index.
Suppose if I have to access, wait, I'll do here. I'll remove Rohit. Now if I have to access Rohit, what is the index that I have to use? Now here the length will be 5.
6. Now student is to
Wait. Let it refresh and show me the value. How many values are there? So I have 5 values there. Right. Now if I have to access the last element, what is the index?
So student 5.
Index 6. There are only 5 rows here.
5. 5.
4.
4 is right.
0.
It starts from 0, but length will be counting from 1. For accessing, we'll be using from 0. Suppose if you have 100 data, 100, you have hundreds of data, like you don't know there is 100. If you want to access the last element, you got the length property right here. What you have to do, students in the square brackets, you have to use students dot length, which is 5. Students dot length is 5 minus 1, length minus 1. So here for length will be counting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Students length 5 minus 1 means 4. So index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So to access the last element in the index, you have to write dot array dot length dot minus 1. Got the idea how it works? Like you have thousands of data, but you don't know to access the last element. This is how you have to do. How much is there? Student dot length means it will give you the how much is there, 1000. If you want to access the last element, minus 1, which is 999. So this is how you will be accessing the values. And I told you again, if you want to access particular value, you have to use it with number index. So I'll go for 3. Now I'll be getting the data of Yashwant. Student, it should be students. Same name of the array. Look here, now I got the data of Yashwant. Got it. So I think today's session is enough. Tomorrow I will show you in an array how to add at the last, how to add at the beginning. Now 0 is the first value what I have added. Now in my company there will be a fresher. Now fresher means no experience, right? I have to add it to the last of an array. Now I have to add a person who has the experience. So he comes in between to save. So how to add values at the start, at the end and in between. How to remove values at the start, at the end and in between. Tomorrow I will show you those methods, okay? So before that, practice this arrays with different values objects. Got it? So I'll continue the session tomorrow with how to access array elements at the start, in between and at the beginning.